Hello and what is up guys, Vito here, back at it again with another video. Today I'm just very excited to actually share this video with you. Ever since I basically ended up, uploading on YouTube on a consistent basis, I've been wanting to basically drop a video like this. But yes, this is what's in my camera bag, the photography edition. I do actually plan on doing, maybe in a couple months from now, I do actually plan on dropping a video dealing with videography, so a videography edition. But for the time being, today, right now, I'm basically going to show you guys what's in my camera bag dealing with, photography, you feel me? Both film and the digital photography side of things. Oh snap, one more thing though. I am going to be showing you guys this new camera that, I basically got for Christmas. I just haven't really gotten the time and chance to actually make review or just go out and actually shoot with that specific camera, but it's going to be shown somewhere in this video. So yeah, definitely keep a lookout for that. Keep a lookout for that camera. Oh yeah, let's just get started. So yeah, let's just start with the bags. Kodak film tote bag. Got this from Photodom. This is actually a black owned business, and I think just like maybe like a month, let's say a month, yeah, like a month that it had opened up. I basically, the first day I seen that they had a shop like this dealing with film, I basically was like, I have to go there. But basically I had a shoot out there dealing with clientele work, and I happened to be down there, and I was just like, yo, I'm definitely going to enter this shop. The only time I basically use this bag is basically when I have to, shoot something dealing with film, and the shoot, I know for a fact, is not going to take, too long. So I usually like to just, put what I can in here, and then, put it onto the side and just head out. That's simple, you feel me? So next up on the list, this is the last bag, but the Brevitē Roamer II, I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. But dude, this bag, I've had it for like, a few months now, and like basically the money that I've spent on a bag, this is like the first time I've ever actually spent that much money on a bag. But the Brevitē, these bags are crazy, and they're weather sealed, and there's a whole bunch of small compartments in here. You can fit a 15-inch laptop in here, and once again, it's weather sealed. As you can see, there's a clamp that actually opens this, and you actually can, you have drawstrings where you can put whatever you want in here, literally close it up. I don't know why, but I love this. I just love little things that are just so simple, but yet again so cool to actually just do. So I love stuff like that dealing with this bag. But also there's this small compartment where you can literally unzipper it from the side, bruh. And open it, and you can just reach out, grab whatever equipment, camera, whatever, that simple, instead of like actually going in from the top and actually opening up the whole bag in itself. But yeah, I love this bag, and it's black, and just I like bags that have small little different type of pockets to them. So you have one right here, you feel me, zipper it right up, you open this up, right, and there's another sort of secretive type thing going on here where you can put little things. And yeah, I know, I love it. I love this bag, and it was just a great investment. If you go on the website of Brevitē, you'll know how much this costs. It is a costly thing, but if you have important things, equipment wise, bro, why wouldn't you be paying for a great bag, you feel me, to put that expensive, those expensive equipment, in, you feel me? So definitely a great investment. Look it up. If you don't want to get this, invest in some type of Brevitē, book bag. But yeah, these things are built to last, for sure. Next up, we got, the Mamiya RV67 Pro S. I feel like I'm always talking about the Mamiya RV67 in just general. But yeah, it's a medium format camera, you know, 120 film, waist level viewfinder. Obviously, you feel me? I don't like the, I don't like that type of viewfinder. I like the waist level, you feel me? I mean, there's just something about the waist level viewfinder that, you know, I just love and appreciate about, you know, dealing with this camera. So definitely a waist level viewfinder is the way to go, in my opinion, dealing with any type of Mamiya RV67 for sure. You know, you got the interchangeable backs, you know, you could change it from portrait mode to landscape mode. I just love this camera. And also it basically, I do shoot with a 180mm 4.5 aperture. And yeah, dude, I love this camera, you know, and I always talk passionately about using this camera. But I mean, it's true, like this camera, the photos that you actually get from this camera is like you're actually shooting on a digital, on basically a digital camera. So I mean, yeah, there's just something about just shooting on film that's just fairly just different than actually shooting on, you know, the digital side of things. But yeah, the Mamiya RV67 Pro S, definitely a great investment. And if you're watching this, definitely check it out. This might be the camera, the film, medium format camera for you. So on to the next one, the digital photography side of things. But this is actually waterproof sealed type of SD card holder. And you know, this holds 3, 6, 9, 12 SD cards tops, more than enough. And once again, it's small. It's easy to actually just put in the bag. But yeah, once again, this is weather sealed, and you know, it fits 12 SD cards, and everyone should have this. Don't be throwing your SD cards in your bags, like, we're not doing that. But yeah, definitely have this in your possession, in your bag. Next up, anyways, next up, we got the Canon Sureshot Ace with what? Oh, waist level viewfinder at the top. So yeah, before anything, right? I never actually knew that waist level viewfinders actually were on point and shoots. And yeah, this is a 35mm lens on this camera in itself. And this is also, you know, a 35mm film. So, you know, you just pop the back open like so, bang, bang. Easy to use camera. Would I recommend this to everybody? Yes, especially if you're not that much into film photography, but you do, I guess if you have it as a hobby, I guess you'll use this. But I mean, this is also for like the professional use also, you feel me? Dealing with the shots that I had gotten back in the beach, I took photos like all day that day, and the photos came out beautifully. Like they were just beautiful, you feel me? So yeah, this is definitely another camera I would recommend to, you know, you guys, the viewers, you feel me? Definitely just a dope camera to have. And yeah, I use this every now and then, you know? It's a beautiful camera. This is a film back to my Mamiya RV67 Pro S. Basically, when I talked about the interchangeable film backs, so you can basically put the dark slide back into that slot, dealing with your, you know, your Mamiya RV67, and you know, basically take the back off and replace it with basically new film that you have in here. So say you're shooting on black and white, dealing with the Mamiya RV67. If you have color film in here, you can basically, once again, put the dark slide in there because you don't want to end up exposing your roll of film. But yeah, you put the dark slide in there, you remove the back, and you can literally put the color film that's in this one in that one, and basically be shooting, you know, color negatives. So that's, you know, that's a big deal, you feel me? That's a big deal for sure. So next up, we have the Nikon D7100. So yeah, before this, I had the Nikon D7200, and you know, I don't use that at all, but you know, I don't wish to actually sell it because that was actually my very first DSLR camera. So I just shelved it, and you know, I haven't used it in years, and this is the camera I've been using for maybe like 7-8 years now. And yeah, or maybe even longer, you know, because yeah, I've been shooting with this camera for like forever. But yeah, this is the Nikon D7100 once again. One thing I liked about this camera was well, it dealt with, you know, the dual slots, the dual SD slot, so you can put two SD cards in this camera in itself. Until this day, you know, the Nikon D7100 has been out for years and years, and you know, till this day, I use this camera for weddings, baby showers, you know, my own thing, dealing with, you know, different type of models. I use this camera, you know, for any type of occasion, you feel me? So once again, you know, it's not about the camera, bro, that's being used. It's about the person that's using the camera. That's something y'all should just keep in mind, because I feel like, especially in this day and age, bro, people be thinking it's about the equipment, but it's about the person that's using the equipment, all right? So yeah, once again, this camera, I've been using this for years, and I've used this for almost every occasion, you feel me? So, and yeah, dealing with, you know, me talking about the Nikon D7100, why not just bring out the lens that I actually use all the time, which is the 18-35 Sigma lens, you know, with a 1.8 aperture. If you're into portraits, if that's like practically all you want to do, I mean, I do like a little bit of street photography, but for the most part, I do like, you know, just linking with friends and just shooting a lot of portraits, you feel me? And just, yeah, just meeting different people and just shooting a lot of portraits. But yeah, if that's your thing, I'm telling you, the Sigma 18-35, you know, lens, that will do. That in itself will do. So yeah, the surprise camera was this 1936 Leica Camera. The reason why I haven't even, you know, made a video on this, because this is a rangefinder film camera, and yeah, telling you this right now because I would have already made a video on this, but yeah, I don't know at all how to work a rangefinder. So stay tuned for in the future. I will be making a video on this, but yeah, this is orange, which is pretty dope. Like I have like black and silver cameras. I never really, you know, I don't have at all something that's out of the black and white range. So to have like an orange film camera, it's very dope. Even if I didn't end up shooting with this, which I pretty sure I will be doing so, but even if I didn't, you know, end up shooting with this, I do, you know, it would be dope to actually just have this on the shelf, you feel me? But, you know, I do want to shoot with this in the future. And yeah, this was actually a Christmas gift. So I definitely want to do a whole video, you feel me? I'm going to shoot film on here and all that. Once I actually know for sure how to actually use and, you know, function this properly, stay tuned for this one. For sure, stay tuned for this video. The small beast, the Mamiya, oh snap, that went totally wrong. Let's do that again. The Mamiya M645. Once again, you know, this shoots on a 6x4.5 film, medium film format. And yes, I am shooting, well, lens-wise, this is on an 80mm 2.8 aperture, so you already know you be getting them nice bokeh looks. And it does have the Pro Mist on there, which is the 1.4 Pro Mist to basically, you know, especially when you're out shooting. If you basically know you're out shooting in harsh light, you know, rather having it, you know, very sharp, why not have it as softened as you possibly can, you feel me? So that's why, especially on a 2.8 at that too, I would rather be dealing with a Pro Mist, especially on this camera in itself. But I do also have a review on this camera on my YouTube channel, which once again, I will be putting in my description. But yes, this does have quite a small, you know, waist level viewfinder compared to the Mamiya RV67, but it does definitely get the job done, and I do be getting beautiful photos every time. Like, this camera just doesn't miss. Y'all gonna automatically remember this camera, especially if you've been watching my channel on, you know, me being on that consistent basis of, you know, posting almost once a week. But yeah, Canon AE1 program, you already know, 35mm film. And yeah, this is actually the first video I did on film. I'm pretty sure, yeah, the first video I did dealing with film photography was dealing with this Canon AE1 program. Once again, you know, I don't use the program function on this. So, but yeah, the one thing I like about this camera especially too is because it has a light meter built in it. You feel me? I mean, if you don't have, and yeah, these do take batteries. So I mean, if you don't have batteries in the camera in itself, it doesn't basically mean that the camera won't work at all, but you basically have to use this method called the Sunny 16 rule, which I use every now and then, but you know, for it to be an easier and just faster process, I rather, you know, just, you know, have the battery in the Canon AE1 and, you know, have the light meter on deck and just, you know, shoot accurate as I possibly can. Cause, you know, once again, it does have a light meter, and yeah, it being, you know, a 35mm camera, I feel like this is like the go-to. If you're like being introduced into, you know, film photography dealing with 35mm cameras, this is like the go-to, either the regular Canon AE1 or the Canon AE1 program, which basically automatically does practically, yeah, basically everything for you. So, but I really don't like to use that function. I always like to basically, you know, do everything as much as I possibly can, you know, but basically manually. Besides the light meter, I love the light meter, so we're gonna keep it at that. But yeah, if you're looking to basically get into film photography or just try out 35mm cameras, definitely invest your money in Canon AE1s, you feel me? Yeah, this is a very fun camera to use. And once again, this video dealing with this review on this camera and, you know, how I used it that day will be in the description below. So yes, sir. So yeah, this is the Neewer Speedlite 752, and yeah, this is an attachment for my Nikon D7100. And yeah, I mean, for any special occasion, I bring this out and, you know, make sure, you know, I have, you know, the 4 batteries that are, you know, you basically need for this to actually function, which is to the side right here. But also, you know, I use this for concerts, especially when I'm at concerts. I necessarily use this when I'm at concerts, but like if I'm backstage, if I'm like, you know, shooting from the pit, you know, and then yeah, shooting up at the artists, I usually don't like using flash at all. Especially I feel like it would be like annoying to actually be doing while they're performing on stage. But yeah, I like to use as much of the stage lights as I possibly can when it comes to, you know, shooting concerts. But I mean, if I am in the back, you know, in the back, and yeah, there are, you know, people that need photos, or, you know, the artist, or, you know, numerous artists are there, I do tend to, you know, shoot, as always, like always shoot with my flash, which is, you know, connected to my Nikon D7100. So definitely a dope investment, you know. Always have some type of flash, you feel me, just in case, in your camera bag. So next up on the list, this is like one of my favorites because it's like so simple to actually use, and the quality you actually get from a disposable camera, it's just insane. Because I mean, it's not bad at all. So yeah, this is the Kodak Fun Saver, and these are like fairly cheap. Like, bro, you can get these at Walmart, Walgreens. I actually get these from a film store that I actually always go to, which is Unique Photos. But yeah, these are fairly easy to use, and you know, basically when I'm using this, it's basically when I'm either on a videography shoot, or even if I'm just out shooting film, or whatever I'm doing going out. Maybe I'm not even on no working type time, you feel me? It's just, it's always great to just have a quick camera to just, you know, aim and just fire at, and you feel me, the film in itself is already in there. All you have to do is just bring it to, you know, wherever, and let them just develop it. And yeah, the photos that you actually get from this disposable camera is elite, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you. No cap. No cap. But yeah, have one of these in your camera bag. Next up, we have Polaroid Color 600 film. And yeah, I basically, you know, shoot it obviously on my Polaroid Impulse SE. The only time I really use Polaroids just in general is when I'm at like family functions, I guess you can say. I do have a Polaroid one-step. I don't really use it. I just like the vintage look of this camera, and especially because once you press this, the flash actually comes up on this, and I don't know, just the look of it, the vintage look of it, I just really like shooting with this Polaroid more. So yeah, this is basically the Polaroid film that I actually use. And yeah, this is for the most part the Polaroid camera that I always, you know, use, especially when I'm shooting family functions. So yeah, great way to just have memories of people you love, you feel me? So definitely invest in a Polaroid. If it's not this vintage Polaroid, definitely invest in a One Step. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed what's in VITO's camera bag, the photography edition. Once again, I will be doing, in the future, I will be doing videography edition, which deals with, you know, my filming equipment. So look for that in the near future. But once again, thank you guys so much for watching this whole video. I did have, you know, a lot of equipment that I wanted to go over as a photographer, and you know, I just wanted to show you guys, and maybe you guys want to, you know, maybe one of these days to purchase some of the equipment that I actually have. So whatever I can link, I will link in the description, and then the reference to the videos that I actually mentioned, you know, earlier in this video, I will be also linking those videos in the description below. But yeah, thank you guys once again so much for watching my previous video dealing with, sadly, Fuji Pro 400H being discontinued. I haven't yet heard anything dealing with them, you know, not discontinuing them anymore. But yeah, as of right now, still they're ending Fuji Pro 400H. Yeah, so definitely check that video out also. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning into this video once again. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. Once again, it very much so helps me out and, you know, the channel out. This is VITO once again, signing off.